Is someone hacking their devices?
We got the Russians involved here, for God's sake.
Or is she the hacker?
She's lying to me and she's lying to you.
I'm not lying to you. I came here because I needed your help.
So what are you saying? Because I don't believe you, that I'm not helping you? I know that you're the one that's doing this.
Dr. Phil?
I just want to know why.
They left the stage. And just when you thought it couldn't get stranger,
You're back.
will she finally come clean?
So was there a hacker or were you the hacker? Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
Today's going to be a changing day in your life.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. Thank you. Yesterday, we met Jennifer and her husband, Billy. Now, Jennifer says their marriage is in shambles because her family has been getting targeted by hackers for the last year and a half. But Billy says he has evidence that leads back to his wife's phone, proving she is the hacker. Now, Jennifer was so adamant that someone else, an ex, a family member, Billy, maybe even the Russians could be responsible. But I didn't believe one word Jennifer had to say, and I gave her chance after chance to come clean. Here's what happened yesterday.
There is no doubt in my mind. I am being hacked. From the time Billy picked up my phone, it has changed our entire life.
Why was he looking at your phone?
There were some trust issues.
A friend told him you were getting ready to run away with another man.
The more I found, the more she lied, the harder I looked.
It's the lies.
But were my lies of anything bad?
It doesn't
Really?
matter.
What do you mean by hacked?
Someone that is doing this that is not me.
If you're not the hacker, who's doing this?
I have questioned ex-boyfriends, family members.
You said at one point you actually think it could be the Russians.
I believe that there's something that is a larger deal with this. Dr. Phil, here's the deal. I told Billy I did do this, I did do that, and that was one of the largest mistakes I could have ever made.
So you confessed.
Well, it was a false confession.
She would never take her first confession back if she felt that way. She was sure wouldn't have gave me a second confession, a third confession, a fourth confession, a fifth confession, every
Not
time they
when you're
changed.
willing.
But
Okay.
you lied from day one.
This is not nearly as complex and fuzzy as it seems to be. Do you want to be transparent about everything that's going on here?
I was transparent for 4.5 months with you.
There's no way you were transparent.
Hang on. Have you been telling me the truth ever since you got here?
I have not lied to you. Billy didn't know that I had lied to him to save our marriage. And
5 times, Dr. Phil.
I flipped-flopped back and forth
5
between
times.
this. I do want to be transparent.
Okay, then you need to talk to me.
Yes, I reached out to a private investigator.
And what did he conclude?
It cost me $2,000 to find out that she's doing it.
Have you had 35 email accounts?
Time out. Nope. Dr. Phil, we deleted 50 accounts 10 years ago.
Why do you need multiple email accounts?
There was a lot of times that I couldn't remember what they were to get back.
Stop. Did somebody slip up and write stupid on my forehead?
Well,
No, look at me. You know that Jennifer knows.
I don't know.
Okay, listen, if you just want to blow smoke up his, you don't need me here to do that. Because every time I turn around, you're looking at him and saying, now, Billy, you know. Now, Billy, you know. Billy, you know. If you want to do that, you don't need me here for that. Jennifer claims that she took a polygraph to prove her innocence.
I was angry for being accused, so I set up a polygraph and had the examiner ask the questions the way Billy wanted them worded.
Jennifer told me she was able to talk to the instructor about what questions to ask and how to ask them.
The polygraph examiner had asked me 4 or 5 questions, and there was only one that I answered that made the test results come up inconclusive. He said if it weren't for that one question, I would have passed with flying colors.
If she passed Either she has had extensive training or he's not a very good polygraph examiner.
Well, we asked her for a copy of the results, of course, because we wanted to see them, wanted to see what was asked, see what the results were. She said sure, she would get those for us, but you never did.
Whenever I tried to send the email, it's not sending through, and plus my email is completely off of my phone this morning. There's a lot of things, Dr. Phil, that are not adding up.
I'm on the same network in California as I am in Oklahoma.
But here's the problem. Billy doesn't understand that I'm not this big boat that is like making waves around him.
We haven't moved on from the polygraph yet. You did, because you want to change the subject.
No, I'm
but
sorry.
We asked you about the polygraph.
Right.
We've been talking to you for days, not just this morning.
No,
and you said you would get us the polygraph results, and you
Yes.
never did.
He
They want an extra
emailed me
$100.
and told me that in order for me to have the results, we would have had to have done an extra $100 for the,
Something.
there was a written report for an extra $100. And when we did this over a year ago, we did not pay for the extra. We didn't never
Her dad was
thought
supposed
that
to pay for it. I ended up paying for it.
we would have never thought that we would have needed.
Why did you tell us you would give us the polygraph results?
It was just the questions.
We
When you
weren't-
didn't.
We weren't.
We just wanted to know the questions and answers, and we never got
The
them.
answers were not a part of it because we did not pay for the extra $100 to have a written.
Why
deal
did
of
you
it.
tell us you were going to give it to us?
Well, I fully planned on it. I did not remember that we did not have a written results from it.
I didn't talk to the examiner until like 3
You're
months
missing
ago.
the point.
I got the point, Doctor.
What's the point?
The point is that she's lying.
The what?
The point is that she told us, I'm going to get you that,
She's lying.
and
No, I'm
failed to
not.
deliver. And
You separated it.
you have to understand that we have to fill that in negatively. When you have something and you say you're going to get it for us and then you don't, we have to assume that it's because you don't want us to see it.
If I can get to my email, you can have that. I can't get to my email. It's not sending. Half of my stuff wasn't even sending. And you know, Billy knows this. Billy knows it wasn't sending. None of my.
I feel like she
let me
controls
stop, no,
everything that goes
stop
on
for a
with it.
second. Hang on. I just need to be real honest with you about something here. You have to understand that I've been doing this for 45 years. I am trained in forensic psychology as well as clinical psychology and behavioral medicine. And forensic psychology is psychology in the law. I've worked with local, state, and federal law enforcement in training interrogation techniques, deception detection, and getting to the truth. The techniques that are used at Homeland Security, FBI, and there are a whole set of deception detection that people don't know about. And you're just throwing up red flags every time you open your mouth. Like I just asked you about the polygraph, and you said, well, my phone didn't send, but then you did what is called a convincing statement. A convincing statement, you said, Billy knows. Billy knows. I mean, it's like if you ask somebody, did you steal the petty cash from the office here? Instead of saying no, they'll say, oh, everybody knows I'm the most honest person here. I give more money than was stolen when it comes around to donations at the office. Ask anybody. they give a convincing statement to convince you of something, but they're not responsive to the question. Your response was, Billy knows that things aren't standing. Billy knows this. Billy knows that. You're using him to validate what you're trying to convince me
I
of.
have sat and listened to him tell me this whole entire time that there is not one person that would believe my story.
You're so busy trying to make
Wait a
sure
minute.
you have him on the line that you're just
having him on the
ignoring
line.
me.
I'm not ignoring you.
I would if I were you.
But I needed your help. to
You're
prove
getting it.
That I didn't do this.
And later,
It's your last chance, Jennifer. You better get busy. You better get to talking.
That is the whole reason I came to this show.
So we
because
came
you
to the
would
show
not
because you were
believe
going
me
to
for
finally
the first
confess
four-
and tell me what the hell was going
for the
on.
first
Obviously
4.5
not, so we came
months,
here for
Dr.
nothing.
Phil.
Tomorrow, from handsome rapper
My son Tibby was a rock star.
to homeless and on heroin,
You're not in here doing dope. Stop.
his girlfriend even disguises herself to find him.
I dress like a homeless person and wander the streets.
But is his family to blame?
you said, he's ruined all of your lives and even killed your stepfather.
I was going to joke, but I'm not.
Oh, you can hide behind humor, but in the meantime, your boy's going to be deader than a hammer.
Then, on Thursday, from cheerleader to wild child,
You spent time in jail.
All these mugshots, all these pictures, this is me. That perfect cheerleader, that was never me.
that's Thursday.
One thing you know for sure when you're talking to somebody and they're telling you a story, whenever they say, honestly, or I swear to God, the next thing out of their mouth is a lie. That's just for sure. That's not a sometimes maybe, that's a for sure. And twice when you were out here by yourself, you just said, you know, honestly, and then you ran some stuff about not knowing what was going on with your phone.
Hey, look. Honestly, I don't remember making this account.
Did somebody slip up and write stupid on my forehead?
Well,
And when you're telling me what's happening, you're shaking your head no the whole time.
because there's so much to this that you guys are not even looking at.
Well, there's a
get
way out of
the
this
fact
maze.
That it looks as though I've done this.
Oh, I
I
understand.
get that.
And let me tell you something else that I know. And understand, hear me now when I tell you this. I've been involved in interrogations with criminals, and you're certainly not a criminal. I have never had someone confess that didn't really do it. You see on TV where they say, well, it was like life in prison or take a deal and confess that you did it.
Understand my love for Billy.
Oh, I know. You're the exception in 40 years. Is that what you're telling me? People don't confess to crimes they don't commit. They don't stand up in front of a judge and say, yes, I hacked her to
And I'd do it
death,
all over again.
so I'll only spend 10 years in prison instead of 40. People don't confess to crimes they don't commit.
I would.
They do on TV. I have a TV show on it's called Bull. It's about crime and crime detection. It's on CBS. I do these, and they do it on that show. I do it on that show. But
I
in
do it
real
all
life,
over
people
again.
don't confess.
I would go through
Billy,
it.
you think I'm
That's a good show.
playing. But that's the problem. You think I'm playing about this. Because,
know you did
because
this,
it
You're
all,
so busy trying to
Wait
make
a
so
minute.
you have him.
all of
You're
this,
so
the
you're so
evidence-
busy trying to make sure you still have him on the line that you're
Still
just
have him on the
ignoring me.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm
I would if I
listening
were
to
you.
But at the same time, like, I know that all the evidence like points. That's the whole reason I came, Dr. Phil, was for your help. I needed your help. To
You're
prove
getting it.
That I didn't do this. Everything points to me. I get
there
that.
May
I
be 4 or 5
understand
things that
that.
she may not really
But there
admit
are
or feel that she gets upset about. But the rest of the stuff, I believe she has done.
There's
But she
so
won't
much
differentiate
from the
two.
beginning of this.
Okay, Billy, I said that
Yes,
I had a really watershed question for you.
I know. I don't know what it is, but okay.
What would she have to do in order for you to say enough's enough and too much is too much? What would she have to do? I mean,
I'm about to that point.
Because here's what you know. You know that she slept with another man on 2 occasions. She said it wasn't her fault. You know all of this for sure.
I just still hope because she's who I really love.
Wait a minute. You answer my question.
Dr. Phil, the longer this went on, it's gotten to a point to where I'm done. The girls need a different role model than what they've had.
Wait a minute. You act as though, I'm sorry, excuse me. You act as though I'm a bad role model.
Wait a minute. I'm talking to him.
I'm not saying a bad role model. I'm just talking about as far as the house getting clean. I mean, I've had to pay somebody to come in and clean the house 4 times. She's a stay-at-home mom. Only responsibility she has, Dr. Phil, is the house and the kids. Bills, nothing else, just the house and the kids. And she can't even do that, Dr. Phil.
I can't even do that. I wonder why.
Because I'm too busy looking at your phone.
I'm depressed.
I'm sorry you're depressed.
All right, let me ask you, what is it you're looking for on that phone? What are you going to find that you're going to say, okay,
there's nothing
here's the silver bullet. This is what I needed to see.
There's nothing.
To know what I needed to know. What is it you're going to find that you don't already know?
There's not anything I don't already know.
Are you going to find that she's having sex with somebody?
I just don't know what their other phone numbers were for. I just don't know what the numbers were for, and I don't know why she's doing it.
What is it you're going to find? That she's talking to other men? Hell, you already know that.
That's true.
You're going to find that she's going to dating. You already know that. You're going to find what? What are you going to find that you don't already know?
I'm trying to figure out why. What would be worth her causing all this damage to our family for what?
That's another question. The other question is not if. The other question is why. And I can tell you, I know what she's doing. I just don't know why. I want to spend time on why, but I can't get to why because she wants to argue the if.
Excuse me, I have to stop this. I didn't come to this show to be made fun of. Dr. Phil, from the beginning of this, I can tell you I did not do any of this.
And later, stop lying to your husband. He will stop manipulating your children. Because if I see another tape like that, I'm turning you into Child Protective Services because that is abuse. Do I think she's doing every single thing that she's accused of? No.
Doctor.
But there's no question in my mind that she's lying to me and she's lying to you. No question. If you think I know what I'm doing even a little bit, she is not telling me the truth. She is not telling you the truth. She's telling you some truth. She's telling you half truths. And, you know, we're from the same part of the country. That old saying, for every rat you see, there's 50 you don't. That's what you think you know. Just think of the you don't know.
That's what I'm worried about.
I have no idea how this is spelled. Wait a minute. This is not even...
That would be true.
So my question to you is that if there's no point, it was no matter what she does, it's not going to make any difference, then why look? Because you already know everything you're looking for. And
because
if that's
I want her to
okay
quit
with
and give me
you,
consistency that she'll chill out and quit doing stuff. I bought her a flip phone, Dr. Phil, so she'll stay off the internet. Little did I know you can punch in a 5-digit code on this flip phone.
You can build fences.
You did volunteer it, but you broke it as soon as I went to show you how it went on the internet.
You can build fences horse high and pig tight, and they can still get out.
Yes.
You cannot build a fence high enough or deep enough around her that she can't get out if she wants out. And do you want the kind of relationship where you have to do that? You have to tether her?
Y'all, you understand where I'm at with this?
Listen, you can put a worm in his ear later. I'm talking to him right now.
I understand.
What is enough?
This is not.
I've had enough, but I just don't know how.
Billy, you know.
I just haven't brought myself to actually leave her. I don't know, Dr. Phil.
I'm not saying that you should leave her. I'm just saying you need to quit lying to yourself.
Excuse me, I have to stop this. I'm sorry. This is not right. I have to stop because, Dr. Phil, from the beginning of this, I can tell you I did not do any of this.
Dr. Phil, I can tell you from the beginning she did do it because there's no way in hell that anybody is going to get her phone and change an email address on the account they don't even know I looked at on the phone.
Anyone and everyone that could take and grab a hold of this and help me with this and prove my innocence
Everybody
on this.
believed her until I talked to him, and as soon as I was done telling my side, then nobody believed what the heck she was saying.
There's so much to this story that...
There really isn't.
Yes, there is, Dr. Phil. There really is. Why else would I go and reach out? I mean, Dr. Phil...
We got the Russians involved here, for God's sake.
Wait a minute. I even made the statement that I didn't feel... Billy knew even when we went through this, he said, Jennifer, everything's coming up through Russia or Germany.
This isn't... There's so much to this. There really isn't.
There is.
No, there really isn't. What
There
is happening here is...
you honestly believe that I come to this show. I didn't come to this show to be put on national TV to be made fun of. I came on national TV because somebody needs to know what I'm going through is absolutely something that anybody could go through.
You're going through? You're upset.
I'm talking about the fact that
you're upset that I don't believe you.
I am.
Nobody believes you.
I'm sorry. I just don't believe you. You have not persuaded me. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? Tell you that I believe you when I don't?
No.
Yes.
No, I don't.
I don't believe you. I asked you, have you told, is everything you've told me the truth? You said yes. That's just simply not true.
It is the truth. Everything that I've told you has been the truth.
I don't believe you. And you don't believe. You may not like me, but...
I think you're a great man.
You may not you may not like what I'm saying or doing, but you're not going to leave here and say, well, pull the wool over his eyes, because you and I both know you have not told me the truth here fully and completely. You have not.
Tell him what you told him in the confessions. Tell him the truth. Give him something.
The confessions say, yes,
but you didn't do any of it, is what you're saying now.
Billy, that's the whole reason
then
I came to this show.
why did I go through the 17 months?
That is the whole reason I came to this show.
I thought we came to this show because you were going to finally confess and tell me what the hell was going on. Obviously not, so we came here for nothing.
Phil, for the first 4.5 months, he didn't believe a word I said.
I still don't.
Billy.
It's been like that, Jen. I found out more and more each time we went on, and you've lied about more and more.
Let me tell you what happened here. You had a very short-term affair with somebody. He heard somebody tell him that you were thinking about running off with him. So he got suspicious, looked at your phone, saw something that he didn't like. So he went to bed and you deleted it. And from there, this started snowballing downhill. And you started covering your tracks because you found out that there was a whole lot more on that phone than he knew about, and you've been dumping it right and left ever since then.
That's why I wanted a full forensics.
Just what they pulled off, Jennifer, proves a lot.
I asked for a full forensics, Dr. Phil, because I know without a doubt in my mind that if I have a full forensics done on that phone, I can guarantee that that will prove I did not do this.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have a very sophisticated IT department here. They looked at everything and agree 100% with your private investigators.
I'm not done with this.
I am. I'm not living like this, Jen. I can't.
Shame on you.
Make it stop.
I don't know how.
Well, you better figure it out.
Well, Jennifer and Billy's young daughters are the ones paying the price for their parents' obsession over this hacking mystery. You need to pay attention to this. There's been so much fighting that Billy wanted a divorce. So here's how Jennifer responded.
I love you, Daddy.
So does she.
So does he.
And so do I. We all love you. And we all need you. We all want you. Bree,
What?
do you believe we can be a happy family? Huh?
Yeah.
Do you believe that Mommy and Daddy together are what's best for you?
Yes.
Do you believe that for Brooklyn too? Do you believe that Mom can and is and will be A good mom?
Hey,
I love
Mommy.
you. I'm not signing those papers.
Shame on you.
Let me just say, the reason that was done was because he has involved her from the get-go on a daily basis with this. He has involved her asking, hey, has mommy, has she been on her phone today? What has she been doing on her phone? How long has she been on her phone
I quit talking to
today?
Jennifer about anything.
Swoop her up and say, here, because mommy is having a bad moment with you.
Why? Why did I do all that time? Why did I feel more like a referee than a dad and a father and a husband?
You know
why
I had a hard time.
I understand you had a hard time. I had to give her enough love for me and you both, plus be a referee between you and her. And then when I do get to enjoy it, all this crap starts, so you get my attention, whether it's negative or positive, just so she doesn't get it.
I just asked for this.
Well, then stop it.
I didn't
Make
ask
it stop.
for it.
Make it stop.
I don't know how.
Well, you better figure it out.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Isn't it true that you're in so deep now you don't know how to get out?
That I'm in so deep that I don't know how to get out. Yeah, in a sense, because I've told him yes, no, yes, no. And how do I get him back to realizing what's really been?
Honesty, consistency.
All you had to do is unplug.
Well, and we have talked about that.
I'm unplugging. I'm
But
not
he
giving my
won't.
phone.
He won't.
You can give her your phone all you want. I'm not giving her my phone. I shouldn't have to. I'm married to a 35-year-old woman, 36 now.
Babe,
I shouldn't have to worry about a phone and a 2-year-old at home.
Billy, you don't. And
yes,
you
I do,
know
and I do
that.
every day.
I need you to listen to me. Somebody is in our stuff. They're doing
Every time I listen to you, you lied to me. How would I listen to you then?
He didn't want to believe
Look,
that this was
is
even
so
possible.
simple to solve, and you're telling me all of this.
I'm not lying to you.
Then why haven't you just solved the problem?
That's what I'm trying to say. Is if I knew how to solve this, I would have already
told me you knew how to solve it.
Okay, just get a phone in somebody else's name.
Honestly, I have thought about dropping off of the face of the earth, and I told Billy,
answer
I
my
said,
question. Why not get a phone in somebody else's name?
I have.
And then, unless this hacker, unless they're actually following you around your town into the diner and know who got a phone in their name for you, there's no way they can hack you.
This is a lot bigger than that, Dr. Phil.
Because then all the drama goes away, all the ability to be caught up in all of this goes away.
I'm ready to get back to our normal lives.
If I just gave you my phone and you used it for the rest of your life and nobody knew that was the number you had, then how would they ever hack you? How would they know?
Because they come through anything that has a circuit.
They're going to come through the wiring in the house or something? What are you saying?
Billy?
What are you saying?
The DVD player, Dish Network.
No, what are you saying?
Because they are capable of coming through the anything that is Wi-Fi, anything that has any type of circuit. They can come through by sound waves, by keystrokes. They can come through. There's a number of ways, and I know this.
Okay, I think I understand for the first time. What should Billy do now? I'm going to tell both of them what I think needs to happen after the break.
She's constantly crying. And there's no tears. Jeffrey has a lot of crocodile tears.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil, from rock star to homeless and on heroin.
You're not in here doing dope. Stop.
But is his family to blame?
You say you're taking care of him, you're poisoning him.
That's tomorrow.
At the break, Billy was saying to Jennifer, I just don't believe you're not doing it. Billy, there is no it. There is no hacking. There is no tampering. There is none of this. When I say, let's just get a phone in somebody else's name and you use it, and then nobody even knows, then you say, well, they can come through your keystrokes. They can come through all of this. You're now just talking nonsense.
No, I'm.
And
Billy.
You
studied all of it.
Billy, what are you asking Billy?
Honestly, there was a lot that I learned.
Honestly.
I don't think it's something she didn't already know. It's just a way to cover her butt.
It's a habit. It's a word that is a habit.
But I'm telling you, the solution is everything that you now have, it just goes away, and you just get something that's not even in your name, and whoever's hacking can't know that. And your problem is solved.
We even had a different telephone number to the flip phone, and they were still able to.
She was still able to.
Billy, come on.
Jennifer, it's
true.
true. Me? No, I'm not kidding you. Everybody believes you're doing this, and there's not one.
There are.
Name one person.
It's very clear to me you don't want to solve the problem. I've talked to IT experts, and you can say we've done it, we've done it, we've done it. Then you are the one exception on the face of the globe that is so important that all of the forces in the cyber world have focused their energies on you. And if that's what you believe, then I can't help you. But if you want to solve the problem, you will do what I'm telling you, and you will stop lying to your husband about anything else, and you will stop manipulating your children. Because if I see another tape like that, I'm turning you into Child Protective Services, because that is abuse. That is abuse. Now, you can argue with him about who did what to who, but I have video evidence of abusing that child, and if that happens again, I'm turning you in. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Do you understand? That child will be out of there in a heartbeat if you do that again. You need to have that clear. There ain't no hack in that. I'm telling you straight up right here. You know what you know. And if you want to hit the reset button and get a new set of devices and start this and see if you can trust her, that's fine. She has not been forthcoming here today. In my opinion, you are gullible. If you believe that all of this is going on, you know what you know. If that's not discontinuation criteria, then okay. God be with you. Be happy and do whatever you want to do. If you want help working this out, I will provide it for you. But, you know, if you want to continue this fiction, then there's no point in getting help because you're going to continue this fiction. She thinks she's smart enough to manipulate everybody and still stay in the marriage. I tried to get you to be transparent here so I could help and rebuild this and make this okay.
It's your last chance, Jennifer. You better get busy. You better get talking.
First of all, I don't know how to be any more transparent than what I've been.
Are you serious? You can't tell Dr. Phil everything you told me in your confession because the last confession you made was true. And you can't say it wasn't, Jennifer Nicole, because that was some of the stuff on the list that you didn't deny. So you better get to talking to him and talk to him right.
That ship has sailed. I'm sorry. You had an opportunity and you blew it. Stop. If you're going to do what we did out there, I don't have time to do that again. If you have something new to say to me, then let's do it. So nothing new to say?
Yes.
Hey, we are taping season 17 of Dr. Phil. But wait a minute, something's missing. Oh, it's you. We need an audience. If you're going to be in the Los Angeles area and want to watch a live taping, visit drphil.com and click Be in the Audience. Tickets are free, and I hope to see you soon. Come on, I'm all by myself. You want to talk to me?
I'd love to talk with you.
If you want to do what you've been doing out there, there's no point in us just doing it again.
Dr. Phil, I came on this show because when...
No, stop. If you're going to do what we did out there, I don't have time to do that again. If you have something new to say to me, then let's do it. But if you're just going to give me the same line you've given me out there, I don't want to We already have that. So nothing new to say?
Yes. With this back and forth, okay, with Billy, it got to where if I said I did this, okay, then he would go, well, you must have done this. And he'd just keep on and keep on and keep on. And Dr. Phil, I never knew where to quit.
Jennifer,
and so I tried to
I
do
know that
everything.
you're the one that's doing this. I just don't know why.
Dr.
I just
Phil,
want to know why.
But that's the problem, Dr. Phil, is I'm not.
When you start telling me, they get in through your keystrokes,
They do.
Come on, do you think I'm an idiot?
No, I don't think you're an idiot. I just don't think that you are educated on that the way. No, I don't mean it in a bad form, Dr. Phil. I didn't.
Jennifer, you dumped the account during the night. Did you or did you not?
No, I did not.
Okay, then we're
Dr.
done.
Phil, I'm willing to take a lie detector
No,
test.
you're not.
I am.
You took one and you
absolutely-
said you'd give it to us and you didn't.
I didn't know when we took this over a year ago that I would need the written
You
report.
told us you would give it to us and you didn't.
I didn't understand that we would need a written report.
Yeah, well, he's getting ready to dump you.
I understand this. But I also understand that that is why I came to you, Dr. Phil.
So what are you saying? What are you saying? Because I don't believe you, that I'm not helping you? I don't believe you.
I am saying that I know.
You're not telling me the truth.
I am telling you the truth.
Well,
Dr. Phil, I'm telling you the truth.
don't believe you.
I came here because I needed your help.
This can stop today.
I'm ready for
And
that.
then it's just you and Billy.
I'm ready. I'm beyond ready. Our baby.
Oh, well, when I said that, oh, well, no, they can still get in through the keystrokes. They can get in through the Wi-Fi. They can get in because you're so important that they're going to bring all of their cyber power to your little town and get into you. That starts to sound really delusional.
I'm ready for this to stop.
And I'll get you guys a good, have you ever heard of Doctor on Demand?
No.
Doctor on Demand is a huge national company that is computer-based out of the Silicon Valley.
Okay.
It's owned by me and my son Jay. It's the biggest telemedicine company in the world. And you download an app to your phone, and in a matter of like 2 or 3 minutes, you can be face-to-face with a board-certified and licensed physician. If you're sick, they can call in prescriptions, they can order lab work, you don't have to get dressed, go to the doctor's office, anything. And they also provide psychological services. So you're in front of a licensed PhD level therapist right there in your own home. You and Billy can sit there in front of a screen, and there that person is that can work with you on the marriage and come up with a plan for you guys to embrace to move forward. And I am willing to provide that to the two of you starting immediately if you set this up where there is no hacker excuse.
I'm ready. I'm beyond ready.
Okay, all right. I hope he's willing. I will recommend him to do it.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, I'll talk to him. We'll see you.
Jennifer just kept up the nonsense. My next move will be getting a divorce because I want a happy family. It's easier for me to move on because Jennifer won't give me closure. It'll be easier getting over her than trying to figure out the situation because I don't have the time or energy. I knew Dr. Phil would see through it. I just was hoping Jennifer would tell Dr. Phil the truth. I don't know what made her change or turn into this person, but I can't live with her.
Today's show is almost over, but we are hard at work on tomorrow's show and beyond. And we are always looking for great guests. Do you know the biggest enabler of the century? If you want them to get a seat on our stage, be sure to log on to drphil.com and click Be on the Show or text Phil to 88500. We want to hear all about it. Want to know what's coming up on Dr. Phil? Visit our website and subscribe to our email newsletter. You'll get weekly updates, life strategies, and exclusive video that you won't find anywhere else.
Plus, on drphil.com, you can see sneak previews of upcoming shows. Log on today.
Well, on the way to the airport, Jennifer fessed up in the car. Here's what she had to say.
I did hack into Billy's Apple ID. I was able to hack into his device, and I was able to see everything he did. I was able to change it. I was able to do all sorts of things.
I had a very strong feeling all along that she was lying, but I decided to bring Jennifer and Billy back so I could look her in the eye one last time, because I wanted to see if she was really telling Billy something that was true, or if this was another version of the truth. Here's what happened. You're back.
I am sorry. I lied to you.
So you lied about what?
I got into his accounts with his passwords and would be able to use other devices to do it.
Was there a hacker, or were you the hacker?
Yes, I was the hacker.
So to be clear, there was no hacker, just you. So do you see why I kept saying I don't believe her?
Yes.
Now, do you believe me?
Yes.
I am sorry, Dr. Phil.
I'm sorry?
I am sorry. I apologize to you and to all of your crew.
I accept your apology, and I hope you put this behind you.
Thank you, Dr. Phil.
Okay?
Yes.
All right.
I'm
Take care.
sorry.
If you at home want to have your own Doctor on Demand, go to Google Play Store or iTunes App Store and download the Doctor on Demand app. It's great. You won't believe how well it works. I want to thank all of my guests today. We'll see you next time. Thanks.